This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Okay, fine. In the last two classes, I hope you have learned about edit text, uh, the way, the pattern, how we can move from one screen to another. Next, you have learned about list view, how you can list your data one after another, and also a drop down list. Yes or no? So I guess you people do not have any problem regarding any of those topics. Even if you have also, we will somewhere in our application we will repeat those things in a much better or in a better approach. So over there also you can go through those things once more, and I will again say the recordings have been shared with you guys on daily basis. Download the recordings if required so that you can refer to it in future also. So let's start with our today's sessions. In between those who have not joined this session, please ask them to join as early as possible. Otherwise, they will miss the initials of the application and they might face difficulty. So I'll ask you, every one of you, that open this particular application that we have created on Wednesday. Open the application that we have created on Wednesday, and as I said you that on Monday, that is today, we are going to continue with this application only. So open this particular application. Once you open this application, your project has been synced completely, then let me know that so that I can start the thing from here. Everyone is ready with this particular app? Sonali, Saurav, Abhijit, Sveta, Pragati, and also the others. Okay, so let's start. This much I said, I asked you guys who have not done the thing with me in the class during the classes. I have asked you guys to go through my recording and complete it in the couple of days. So I guess everyone has completed this particular app up to where I have shown you on Wednesday. So I'm going to design on this application after that. Till now, you have learned that uh, how to get a data using edit text. But over here, I have said you that text input edit text and text input layout is an advanced features of an edit text which is provided by Material Design library, and we are using this UI or rather this visit for a better UI, for a better user interface to be provided to the user. I have shown also, I've executed this code, and I have shown also how we are getting the data. Now, to make it much more useful to the much more promptive for the user, we are going to add the attributes, much more attributes to our existing design. First of all, starting with the first input layout, that is the first one that we have over here. Over here, provider hint. Provide a hint. Give a hint as enter your email ID. You can find it over here. As soon as I'm providing the hint, it is getting converted, or it has been displaying over here also. In the previous class, I've just designed the layout with a minimum attributes. Today, I'm adding the different features that will be helping us for our future also, for explaining the user, for prompting the user which field is for which purposes. So I'm giving the hint over here. Please mind it, I'm not providing the hint for the text input edit text. Rather, I'm providing a hint under the text input layout. Instead of storing the hint over here, I'm going to store the hint. Rather, I'm going to extract this particular string in our string.xml file. This particular process I have shown you earlier also. Again, I'm repeating this particular process. Just hover your mouse, or take your mouse pointer over any of this text means string. Then click on the yellow bulb. You're going to get an option, extract string resource. Click over it and put a resource name. I'm giving a resource name as txt underscore email. I'm providing a resource name as txt underscore email. Then clicking on OK. Then clicking on OK. Nothing happens, nothing changes taken place in the UI, but of course internally while coding for the screen, we can use that particular space again if required. That's why I have extracted the string within a string.xml file that resides within the rest folder. Next, again, I'm going to put a hint for my next field, that is for enter your password. Password. I'm going to extract the strings again within my string.xml file as txt underscore password. So I've successfully added the hint, and the text is been extracted in my string.xml file. In between, I just like to mention one thing. Those who have not join the session with your proper name and email ID, please join your session with your full name and email ID. Otherwise, your attendance will not be encountered. Just edit your name to provide your full name and email ID. From wheresoever you have joined, whether it's a mobile phone or your laptop or computer, please edit your name for the attendance purposes. In the edit text, I guess you have used this hint attribute. Yes or no? Have you used this hint attribute in your edit text?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so again, same thing we are applying over here, but not in our text input layout, rather against your text input layout we are applying, not against the text input edit text. Please take a note over here. Next, I'm going to add some icons to it for beautifying it. So what I'm going to do, how to take the icons, I'm going to show you now. Click on your project. Over here, you have your drawable folder. Everyone have your drawable folder. Right click on your drawable folder. I repeat, right click on your drawable folder. Then click on new. Then you are going to get vector asset. Last day, on Wednesday, I guess, I have shown you how you can add image asset. Today, I'm going to show you how you can add vector asset. So right click on your drawable, expand your resources, right click on your drawable folder, click on new, then click on vector asset. This the scenario, this the folder, or this the navigation part from where you can add your icons. I'm adding the icons that will help us for our user interface purpose. So I'm clicking on vector asset. On clicking on vector asset, you are going to get a window where configure vector asset will be written. So everyone is getting this particular window. Please check. Are you getting this particular window? After selecting vector asset, don't select image asset. We are selecting currently vector asset to use the clipart icons. The icons that are fitted within our Android SDK, we are going to use those icons. So are you guys getting this window? Please respond to my question, otherwise I won't understand are you hearing me or not. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so fine. Now over here, see, you are having a clip part. You are having an option as clip part where this Android image has been provided. So click on this, either double click or a single click on it, then click on next. You are going to get another window in the form of dialog where the option is written as select icon. I hope everyone is getting so. I'm searching for an icon as email. Maybe I want to choose this email one. I'm going to choose this email one. So I'm selecting it and clicking on OK. Searching it out, it will be easier for you to get the all the icons related to email type. That's why I just type out and search for this email icon. Then click on OK. Find it out, the clipart icon has been changed over here and a new name has been provided. So if you want to edit this name, you can edit the name. I'm going to edit this name as this. It's totally optional. If you want, you can edit the name or you can keep as it is. Then click on next. Finally, click on finish. to add this icon to your image path. Now I'm going to show you. If you expand your drawable folder, check it out. This XML file, this icon in the form of XML file has been added successfully. Everyone is going to get this XML file if you have chosen your icon correctly. Whatever the name, that doesn't matter. Now, again, I want another icon. So for that, again, I'm selecting on right clicking on drawable, clicking on new, then clicking on vector asset again. I'm repeating the steps again. Right click on drawable, click on new, then click on vector asset again to choose another icon. The same steps I will repeat, that clicking on the clip art, typing over here for a password. So password I won't get. So something lock. Let me use this this lock this lock icon for my password. If you want, you can use the key icon also. So as per your own choice, you can choose that respective icon. I'm using over here lock icon only. Clicking on OK. Then next, then finish. So I've successfully added these two icons that I have taken just now, and you can find it out over here under my drawable folder. So all of you have completed the steps. After completion of these steps, are you getting any kind of error in your project? Anyone is encountering any kind of error after adding these icons?
No, ma'am.
Fine. Now let's use it. Now against this text input layout, first one I'm targeting this one, the first input layout. Over here, I'll type out for the attribute which is known as start icon drawable. Start icon drawable. I'm adding this particular attribute. Now, where I've stored this icon, our icon have been stored in drawable folder. So I'm typing out dr. As soon as I'm typing out dr, all the icons available against the drawable folder have been available over here. So I'm going to choose email icon for this. And you can find out that as soon as I've added this icon, it has been shown in my preview also. Similar way, the same steps I'm going to repeat for the password also. Start icon drawable, and the lock icon that I have chosen for providing as a password one, I have chosen it. Now, is there anybody who is not getting this particular attribute due to different of the Android Studio version? I repeat, is there anybody who is not getting this particular attribute on choosing this Android for the difference of the Android Studio versions?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Acha. Are you getting this means are you not getting this particular attribute, then find out for an attribute as drawable left. Check out for an attribute as drawable left. चेक करो कोई एट्रीब्यूट है या नहीं ड्रॉएबल लेफ्ट बोलकर. If anyone is not getting start icon drawable, you can choose drawable left also. Are getting drawable left. In case you are not getting drawable left for your text layout, then you can try within your text input edit text. I repeat, in case if you are not getting this particular option, neither drawable left for your text input layout, then you can try out for drawable left attribute in your text input layout. But definitely I'm going to prefer this only. In case if you are not getting, then only try out for this drawable left. Otherwise not. Like this. It's not recommended at all to write out the thing repeatedly for both the places. So please check out. Is it okay now? Who was getting the error? Abhishek, I guess. Abhishek, is your error has been removed? Saurav, are you getting any error due to your change of your Android Studio version, due to your old version of Android Studio? Hello. Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Saurav, am I audible to you? Saurav and Abhishek, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's your error has been gone. Next, moving to the next layer, next attribute. See over here in this field, I'm going to allow the user to provide email based value only. I mean value which is email based. So for that we should prompt for that particular keyboard type, keypad type. So for that reason I'll provide over here within the text input edit text. I'll provide input type, the attribute input type for text email address. I'll provide an attribute input type to prompt for that particular attribute, keypad that will have all the essential features that we require for a email address. So I'm going to have this particular thing right over here. And for the password, for the input type of password, I don't know what type of password user will require or what type of password user will prefer to provide, whether that is number type or whether that is totally a string based. We are not aware of it. So that's why I will prefer having a textual password, text password as your input text, so that password will be invisible to the user, but if required can make it visible through a eye icon. So password toggle drawable, password toggle enable to be true. I will provide over here. So password toggle enable, providing it to be true will help you out to get a eye icon against your password field, clicking on which you can make the password visible if required. Otherwise it will remain invisible only in a dotted form. Usually we get to the password in the form. To make this icons and the text should be relevant with our with our colors, the colors that we have selected, primary colors and the secondary colors that we have chosen. So I will like to change the color of the icons. So icon start, icon tint to be color same thing. I'll use it over here also. And for the password, so I'm providing all the values according to our requirement, according to our requirement. For the text also I would like to change. So hint text color, sorry, it will be text color text color hint. These are fully from the UI part. I'm showing you all the possible attributes that you can apply over here for making your UI beautiful. Fine. Once you are done with it, then provide ID. ID for one for text input edit text. I'm not going to provide ID for each and every tags I have taken, for each and every views I have taken. I'm just going to provide the ID which is of our concern, which will help us in our coding purpose. So I'm providing the ID first for first input, text input edit text, which is for against the email. So I'm going to add over here edit underscore email. I'm giving the value accordingly, I mean the ID accordingly. Next, I'm providing the ID as edit underscore password. So I'm done with this two ID, providing in this two text input edit text. Next ID which I'm going to provide is against the button for btn sign in. Since it's a sign in button, so I'm providing the ID accordingly. Now I'm done with it. I'm going to write up my code for my Java. So I'm moving to my Java file, adding over here the fields, that is text input edit text for editing email and for the password. I'm taking the object name in the manner, it's totally up to you, whichever way you prefer to have your object name. But yeah, since it's a Java file, try to follow the camel casing format. After declaring these variables, I'm going to map it out one after another with the help of find view by ID. So it's been done. Now against the button, we are going to get the value. So I will apply set on click listener against the button. Over here, as I said you previously, you can provide the anonymous class, or you can replace this anonymous class with a lambda expression form by clicking over it and clicking it by replace with lambda. In this format also you can replace the thing. It's totally up to you. In whichever format you are comfortable with, you can use that particular way of designing, way of coding it out. Now over here, first of all, we need to get the value from the user. How to get the value from the user? Let me ask via the name. Rashmi. Rashmi, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
How to get the data from the user? From a edit text. Though I'm asking it to Rashmi, but ये question हर किसी के लिए ही है. So Rashmi, with your answer. रिपीट माय क्वेश्चन। हाँ बोलो।
मैम एक बार और रिपीट करिए।
हाँ, the question is how can I get a value from the user via edit text? एडिट टेक्स्ट से कैसे हम वैल्यू लेंगे जो यूजर प्रोवाइड किया है ड्यूरिंग द यूआई, ड्यूरिंग रनिंग द एप्लीकेशन, जो भी वैल्यू होगा वो कैसे लेंगे हम लोग प्रोग्रामेटिकली।
By using get text.
बाय यूजिंग गेट टेक्स्ट। सिर्फ गेट टेक्स्ट करने से ही हो जाएगा? मान लो मेरे को ईमेल आईडी से लेने हैं, मतलब एडिट ईमेल जो फील्ड है उससे लेने हैं, तो उसके लिए क्या करेंगे, क्या लिखेंगे? ट्राई करो, एटलीस्ट गिव अ ट्राई।
मैम एडिट टेक्स्ट में जा करके मतलब बटन एडिट टेक्स्ट और उसके बाद फिर उसको उसके वैल्यू को कॉल करके मतलब एम एडिट कर।
एम एडिट मतलब वो ऑब्जेक्ट का नाम बोल रही हो क्या तुम?
यस मैम।
अच्छा, मेरा ऑब्जेक्ट का नाम है एडिट ईमेल, सॉरी एडिट ईमेल है मेरा ऑब्जेक्ट का नाम ना। इसमें क्या करना है? तुम पहले जो बोली थी गेट टेक्स्ट वही बोलो, उसी तौर से ही बोलो कैसे क्या करना है। पहले भी बता चुके तुम लोग को हर किसी को प्रोजेक्ट करना है, सो इतना लाइटली मत लो इस ट्रेनिंग को। ऑब्जेक्ट का नाम, देन हु कैन से? सोनाली कैन यू
मैम
से?
क्रिएट करेंगे और फिर फाइनल में मतलब कि उसको डिक्लेयर कर देंगे फाइनल एज ए फाइनल, और फिर मतलब
क्या क्रिएट करेंगे, किसको क्रिएट करना है?
क्लास मतलब जैसे कि एडिट टेक्स्ट में अगर हम लोग मतलब ऑन क्रिएट समथिंग कुछ ऐसा।
एडिट टेक्स्ट में ऑन क्रिएट लिखेंगे? क्यों लिखेंगे? एडिट टेक्स्ट में ऑन क्रिएट क्या करेगा? ऑन क्रिएट तो तुम लोग को हम बताए हुए कि ये लाइफ साइकिल है, तो ऑन क्रिएट मेथड एडिट टेक्स्ट में क्या करेगा? एक्टिविटी का लाइफ साइकिल मेथड, हाउ इट विल गोइंग टू अफेक्ट आवर एडिट टेक्स्ट। Who can say it? 100% राइट होना है ऐसा नहीं है, बट एटलीस्ट गिव अ ट्राई। सोनाली कैन यू से?
मैम एडिट ईमेल डॉट, अगर इसमें गेट स्ट्रिंग करेंगे टू स्ट्रिंग तो
गेट स्ट्रिंग तो मेथड मिलेगा मेरे को ना, कोई गेट स्ट्रिंग तो मेथड नहीं है। और कोई? एनीवन एल्स?
यस मैम।
से सौरभ।
जैसे ऑब्जेक्ट है मैम, जो ऑब्जेक्ट बना है, जैसे एडिट ईमेल बना है, तो उसको आप फाइंड व्यू आईडी से तो ये कर ले रहे हैं। उसके बाद
वो तो
मैम जो
ऑलरेडी हो
जैसे
चुका है।
हाँ, तो मैम उसके बाद उसी ऑब्जेक्ट का मैम जैसे गेट एडिट ईमेल है ना, एडिट ईमेल डॉट गेट टेक्स्ट डॉट टू स्ट्रिंग में करेंगे।
वेरी गुड। तुम लोग बोलियो, उसीलिए हम रश्मि को बोले गेट टेक्स्ट सही है, उसको लेकर चलो, बट वो थोड़ा पजल्ड हो गई कि गेट टेक्स्ट कैसे अप्लाई करेंगे। ऑब्जेक्ट का नाम जो भी होगा उस पर गेट टेक्स्ट करना है, बिकॉज व्हाई द यूआई दैट वी आर गेटिंग ओवर हियर, ये जो यूआई है ये एक फील्ड है, ये दूसरा फील्ड है, तो इस फील्ड का नाम हम ईमेल बोल रहे हैं और इस फील्ड का नाम हम पासवर्ड बोल रहे हैं। सो ईमेल फील्ड में यूजर जब डेटा प्रोवाइड करेगा उस डेटा को पहले लेना है, पहले देखना है वो डेटा क्या है। सो वही डेटा को लेने के लिए गेट टेक्स्ट मेथड है। जैसे तुम लोग को याद होगा, हम तुम लोग को टेक्स्ट व्यू में कैसे बटन क्लिक के ऊपर चेंज करना हम बोले थे कि सेट टेक्स्ट से हम लोग टेक्स्ट को सेट करते हैं। सिमिलरली कोई डेटा है, अगर कोई डेटा टेक्स्ट में वो उस फील्ड में है, उस फील्ड से तुमको कोई डेटा को रिट्रीव करना है, ऑब्जर्व करना है, देन यू आर गोइंग टू गेट or we are going to use this get text method. So get text is a method that will help you to get the text from your email ID, from your email field. Now this is an object, we cannot work with an object. So what we need to do, either we need to use toString method, or you can use string dot, you can wrap this entire thing within your string dot value of. Any one of the method you can use. So I'm using over here toString only. So ये अब मेरे को क्या, ये एक string मिल गया. So since it is a string, I can save it, sorry, I can save it in a string as email, मान लो equals to something. So email field में हम इस डेटा को होल्ड करके रख रहे हैं. Now there is a tendency of some user providing extra spaces. We should not encounter extra spaces that has been provided in the initials of the text or in the ending of the text. So for that, I will use a trim method. So to trim out the extra spaces, I hope तुम लोग को trim method क्या है, किस लिए यूज होते हैं पता है? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So trim method will allow us to exclude the extra spaces if provided by the user, if and only if provided by the user, either in the leading or in the trailing position of the text. Similar way, I will use the same fashion for holding a password. वेरिएबल का नाम हम अपने से लिख रहे हैं, तुम लोग जो लिखोगे वही यूज करना, बट ध्यान से ऐसा ना हो मेरे जैसा लिखते लिखते एकदम A to Z लिख कर फिर उल्टा फुल्टा मत कर देना. सो एकदम यूनिक वेरिएबल, हर एक जगह डुप्लीकेसी नहीं होना चाहिए, यूनिक होना चाहिए. इसीलिए इसका नाम दिए थे एडिट ईमेल, इसका नाम दिए थे एडिट PWD फॉर पासवर्ड. तो उस हिसाब से हम स्ट्रिंग वेरिएबल का नाम भी वैसे ही डाल रहे, एक डाल रहे ईमेल और दूसरा डाल रहे पासवर्ड. So I'm done with this. So once I'm done with this, now I'm going to show check if password equals to null. null नहीं लिखते, चलो if पहले email से स्टार्ट करते. if email dot is empty, अगर फील्ड empty है, ये वाला फील्ड empty है, यूजर कुछ डाला नहीं है, सो हम यूजर को प्रॉम्प्ट करने वाले from the user again, else if अगर पासवर्ड फील्ड empty है तो अलग से प्रॉम्प्ट करेंगे prompt user for password field. Otherwise, we will follow for the login procedures. Clear? The conditions are clear? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
ma'am.
Conditions are clear or not? Okay. ना मेरे को ये बताओ, लास्ट 2 दिन आई मीन फ्राइडे, हाँ थर्सडे और फ्राइडे, तुम लोगों को स्नैक बार या टोस्ट इस टाइप का कुछ सिखाया गया है क्या?
टोस्ट हुआ था शायद।
टोस्ट हुआ था, ओके ओके फाइन फाइन, ठीक है। ओके, लेट्स डू वन थिंग, let's add id for our text input layout also. id इसका input email डाल रहे हैं, and for the password one, चलो id डालते, input pass, क्यों डाल रहे समझ में आ जाएगा। आईडी डाल रहे टेक्स्ट इनपुट लेआउट में भी, दोनों टेक्स्ट इनपुट लेआउट में भी आईडी डाल रहे, इवन इफ वी हैव द आईडी फॉर एडिट टेक्स्ट, फिर भी हम डाल रहे टेक्स्ट इनपुट लेआउट में। आफ्टर एडिंग अप दिस आईडी, get back to your Java class. Now over here, let me add over here text input layout one for input email, comma input password, and accordingly I'm going to map it over here. So once I have done with it, शायद तुम लोग ध्यान दिए होंगे अभी फिलहाल जो एप्लीकेशन होते हैं, when there is some error, the error has been shown in that dialog only, in the lower side of the dialog in a red color mode or something like that. I hope you have check it out. You have seen that. एरर अगर आते हैं तो साइड में आइदर इट मींस दो तरीका का होता है, आइदर इधर ऐसा रेड सिंबल आकर, शोइंग यू, ऐसा एक रेड सिंबल आकर जिसमें क्लिक करने पर एरर बोल देते हैं, नहीं तो अनदर वे इज नीचे आ जाते कि ब्ला 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 एरर है। आई होप यू हैव फाइंड इट आउट। We just notify against that field only, not for the entire application or not for the entire screen. Yes or no? Have you find it out? No one have seen it. Okay, let me do it. I guess it will set error, set error. Set error is the method which will allow you to set the error. What error? Provide proper email ID. For the password, set error, provide password of length, of length provide password of minimum 6 characters. So that means either empty नहीं होना चाहिए और password dot length less than या equals to या less than 7 नहीं होना चाहिए. So दोनों कंडीशन हम एक साथ चूज कर रहे हैं, एक साथ चेकिंग कर रहे हैं. क्या ये एम्प्टी है तभी भी हम यूजर को ये इंफॉर्मेशन दिखाएंगे. अगर एम्प्टी नहीं है, अगर लेंथ इसका लेस देन 7 है, तभी जाकर भी हम ये इंफॉर्मेशन यूजर को दिखाएंगे. Otherwise, we will follow the login procedures. Is it clear? Is the conditions are clear? Please check it out. और कोई इसको लर्न मत करना. I'm saying repeatedly, if you going to learn this code, आगे जाकर भूलोगे ही भूलोगे. So don't learn this code. Try to understand, try to interpret each and every lines that I am writing over here. पूरा इंटरप्रेटर के ऊपर छोड़ मत दो, कुछ इंटरप्रेट खुद भी करो ताकि आगे जाकर तुम लोग अपने से कोड लिख पाओ. Because I'm going to give you assignment and you need to complete that.
मैम सेट एरर मेथड करता क्या है?
सेट एरर मेथड जो है वो यूजर को प्रॉम्प्ट करेगा इस टेक्स्ट फील्ड में, इस इनपुट एडिट टेक्स्ट फील्ड में नीचे उसका रेस्पेक्टिव एरर जो है उस फील्ड के अगेंस्ट में जो एरर है उस एरर को शो करने में हेल्प करेगा. Let's run the code so that you can understand the thing much in a better way. If you check out सिर्फ हम इसका कंडीशन से लिखे, वैलिडेशन पार्ट किए, जब एल्स पार्ट में अभी तक कुछ नहीं किए कि सक्सेस हुआ कि फेलियर हुआ. That I have not done yet. I've just prompt the user in case the user provides some errors or something, that's kind of some mistakes or that kind of things. Anyone have executed the thing? Are you getting it? Just wait for a second.
5 मिनट आ रहा है बेचारा, आ रहा है, पता है। सही में अब पता चल रहा बच्चा लोग बेचारा लोग कैसे जब अपने में फिर बीतता है और हम लोग इधर से डांटते रहते हैं उन लोग को। अब बीच बीच में सुनाई दे रहा है तो कुछ समझ भी नहीं आ रहा, लाइन से पढ़ वो नहीं पढ़, अब खुद ही से पढ़ना पड़ेगा।
To check it out over here, it's been moved above, right? And accordingly, you are getting the things over here like @ which is required for the email ID, dot and somewhere .com भी आते हैं कहीं कहीं किसी किसी कीपैड टाइप में. Yes, Saurabh, we can use the text for checking out the email is been validated or not. That means is it part of having @.com, those like features means the proper separation of the domain name with the @. We can check those things also. We can do so. Now check it out. If I don't provide any of the field, I just hit on the sign in button. Simply I hit on the sign in button. Check it out. I'm getting an error. That provide proper email ID, which I have given over here. This is what done by set error. Everyone can view my screen. So check out everyone. I'm getting that particular prompt over here that provide proper ID. Now, if I provide some value over here, something with the help of @ then something.com, if I provide like that. Now, if I click on sign in again, now though we have given the value over here, the error is still been shown. So we have to do what? We have to set the error to be null again if we have so. So first of all, in this place, we will put over here set error to be null for both the cases. I'm gradually showing you one after another, the steps one after another, so that you people cannot do not get confused or something like that. So I'm rendering this code again. I'm applying this thing again, so that the error we are getting over here when providing an email ID, we should not get this prompt again. So I'm getting that particular value over here. I'm not providing anything, directly hitting the sign in button, getting the error. But once I give the data, whatever data, if I provide and hit the sign in button again, check it out, we are getting the prompt for the next one. So now I'm providing the value of 2 decimal, two places or 2 or 3 places. Now I'm clicking in the sign in button again. After clicking sign in button again, I'm getting that particular value. So I'm getting some characters more than 7. Now at the moment, I'm clicking over here in the sign in button, and then check it out, we are not getting any error anymore, means any set text error anymore. So that means the data has been accepted by the system. Now, if I want to toggle out whether the password is correct or not, something it's readable, we can just simply manage it out with the text input layout system by toggling your password in this way. So it's clear what's the reason of having this set error and what's the reason of having this toggle password. Clear up to here or not? It's clear, everyone? Hello, is it clear? Now moving to the next part of our program, that is, if it's belongs to the else part, that means we do not have any such errors like empty or something like that, then how we are going to handle those things? We should prompt the user, yes, it's a success or failure, something like that. We can provide those particular thing with managing whether it's a successful or the login failure. For that, we required a account to be created for the user. Sami, first of all, in the last 2 classes, you guys have thought about how to create a new screen in an existing project. I repeat my question, how to create a new screen in an existing project is been taught to you guys, yes or no?
Explicit intent.
Explicit intent, yeah, explicit intent definitely, but how to add a new screen, that have been taught to you. How to move it, I'm not asking about the process.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How to create a new screen in an existing project. So here also we are going to create a new screen in an existing project, but before that, just note down your assignment of the day. Everyone note down your assignment of the day, because we are going to do write up the logic against that once you complete up your assignment. So I'm going to write up the logic. So what is the assignment? The assignment will be, you need to create up a sign up screen. I repeat, you need to create up a sign up screen, and the design for your sign up screen, it's totally up to you. How you will design your screen, what features you will be adding over there, what are the number of fields you want to keep there, everything is up to you. just when you will get to your sign up screen, for that I'll be adding over here a text view, wrap content. Text will be do not have account, create now. So for this, I'm taking a linear layout again. Just below the button, I'm taking a linear layout again without mentioning any orientation. So what will be the orientation? I'm not mentioning any orientation of the linear layout that I have taken. So what should be the orientation that we are going to have?
Vertical.
No, horizontal. The vertical is one which we are designing over here. That's why we mentioned it vertical. By default, the orientation of a linear layout is always horizontal. So writing over here, create now. Check it out. We are getting the value accordingly. Right, isn't it? Okay, so we are getting a space. Let me check it out. Margin. Okay. Let me provide a margin to be on the top side. So that I can get the thing accordingly, and margin vertical of around 30 degrees. Sorry, horizontal, not vertical. Okay. So now I want to make it in the center. So for that I will have over here layout gravity to be center, so that it appears in the center. I'll have a text color to it to be black in color, or let me have it in a dark, making it a bold text style to be bold. The same thing I'll like to repeat over here, but with the bold I want to make it italic also, as well as I want the thing. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just increase the size a bit of 14 sp, just a little bit bigger than the previous one. It's almost unrecognizable, but still it's just slightly bigger. If you want to make it a bit recognizable one, you can make it 16 sp. It's taking up a time. Let me do something. Let me add over here. Extract it to my string, and from here let me do one more thing. I'll make it a underline also. So via this U tag, means the one that we usually use in our HTML tagging. So that's the U type. I have it over here also. I'm using this particular one to underline only this create now portion. It won't be yeah, it's if you check it out over here, it's been underlined also. Let me decrease the size, it won't matching it out. So I guess it's visible to everyone. Let me now it's okay. So understood how I'm creating this particular thing right over here, how I am appearing my text with an underline features. So I want you people to have against this the on click feature. So what I will do, already I've added this ID. Against this ID, I'm going to have navigate to the new screen. First of all, I'm creating the screen. Again, I'm showing you how to create a screen once again in an existing project, how to create an activity. So so to create an activity in an existing project, right click on layout. I repeat, right click on layout to create an existing activity in your project. Existing project, to create a new activity in your existing project. Right click on layout, click on new, then activity, empty activity. This activity, I want this activity to work as my sign up activity or registration activity, whatever you say. So I'm giving the name accordingly. So as I'm changing the name for an activity, its corresponding layout name is also getting updated. Nothing else I will select over here, just I'm changing the name. Finally, hitting this finish button to generate this activity, to configure this activity. So a new activity in this project has been created up. These are the files. Let the Gradle has been built up successfully. You will find it out against the folder, against my layout folder and the package folder also. So as I said you, so the project has been synced, and hence I'm getting both the thing over my places, over my correct folders, the layout file against the layout folder and my Java file against my Java folder. And if I open up my manifest file, I would like you to show that this particular activity has been added up over here in the manifest also. It has been added up. I have not done any explicit designing or any added up anything manually from my end. It has been done automatically. As I mentioned you that manifest file is the configuration file. So whatever activity you are going to have in your project, in a single project, all those activities will be listed over here one after another. So I'm getting back to my main activity.java, that is my login screen. Now over here, when it over here, I will like to have a text view txt sign up. I'm mapping out here with the find view by id as txt create was my id name. Just show you once again. Txt create is my id name. So I'm mapping out over here. Now against this, I want to move to my next screen using this explicit intent. So I'm using set on click listener here again. Set on listener here again, since it is a view. So against a view, I can easily adapt, or I can use a on click listener. So I'm using this particular thing. Now I'm writing start intent. Sorry, start activity. In a single line, I'm writing over here start activity. I need to pass the intent object, new intent. What is my source activity? This current activity is my source activity. So writing over here main activity dot this as my mentioning my current activity name, comma destination activity Java class or class file need to be precisely mentioned over here. So sign up activity dot class. Without any data, I'm just moving from my current screen to another screen, which is sign up activity. So I'm mentioning both the thing over here. Understood this thing or not? This one has been explained you before also. Still, have mentioned once again. So this is basically been navigating to the sign ups activity.
मैम
Say.
सेट ऑन क्लिक लिसनर जो यूज कर रहे हैं वो एक्सएमएल में भी तो यूज कर सकते हैं ना, ऑन क्लिक
Set
एट्रीब्यूट
on
यूज
click.
करके, तो ये इसको
Yes, that we can do. We can do.
इसको
But
यूज करने का यस
बोलो, say. Say,
मैम वही
complete your
बोल रहे थे,
statement.
फिर सेट ऑन क्लिक लिसनर का यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा, डायरेक्ट
हाँ डायरेक्ट हो सकता है, लेकिन तब जाकर ऑन क्रिएट मेथड क्रिएट होते हैं, अलग से मेथड क्रिएट होगा तुम्हारा इस क्लास में. So sometimes it creates a problem if we had repeatedly some methods like that. Especially वो problem तब ज्यादा होते हैं if we have some interface of our own which might have that particular method. So that's why I prefer using this particular stuffs, but it's totally up to you. If you want to use on click attribute, you can do so definitely. It's totally up to your options. Whichever way you people feel comfortable, you can do that particular thing. Fine. Clear this particular example? So तुम लोग का assignment होगा, जो XML file है, sign up activity, this XML file designs you have to do by yourself. The number of fields you want to keep over here, you can keep name, email, password, confirm password, जो field रखना है, age, phone number, blah blah blah, जो भी field रखना है, you can keep those fields accordingly over here, and you can design your screen. Am I clear to all? So please complete your assignment within next 2 days. That means within Wednesday. Within Wednesday, complete this assignment. I'm not saying you that आज ही करना है ये design, but within next 2 days, that is within Wednesday, try to complete this assignment. ये ज़्यादा time नहीं लगेगा, बहुत easy होगा, and complete this one. Okay, now अच्छा, तुम लोग को रेडियो बटन, मेनूज ये सब कुछ दिखाया गया है लास्ट 2 डेज में?
यस मैम।
क्या दिखाया गया है, बोलो क्या क्या दिखाया गया है? मेनू दिखाया गया है?
रेडियो बटन और मेनू दिखाया गया है। रेडियो बटन
मेनू दिखाया गया है. So you know how to add which menu has been shown to you? Action bar menu.
यस मैम, वो 3 बटन होता है ना, वो वाला।
3 dots.
यस मैम, 3 डॉट्स, सॉरी।
अच्छा, वो दिखाया गया है. ओके फाइन. सो वो जब दिखाया गया है, now everyone knows that when we proceed for a sign in screen, successful sign in screen, we usually move to a new screen, a dashboard screen जिसको बोलते हैं, right? I'm getting reply from 1 or 2. What about the rest? Gonna sleep? So in the else part, I will like to move to a new screen. The screen that will contain drawer navigation. I hope you have heard about, or rather you have seen drawer navigation apps belonging to drawer navigations. Different apps are there which have drawer navigation features. Yes or no? So we'll be moving to a new screen. No idea, acha. Drawer navigation like कौन सा app बताएं? Facebook ऐप, नहीं तो सबसे अच्छा है जीमेल ऐप में हम लोग जब लेफ्ट साइड वाला ड्रॉयर में क्लिक करते हैं ओपन अप नहीं हो जाता है लेफ्ट साइड से? ऐसा 3 मतलब एक्शन बार में, ऐप बार में ऐसा 3 लाइंस रहते हैं, क्लिक करने पर ड्रॉयर ओपन हो जाते हैं. दैट इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड ड्रॉयर. That is basically called as drawer navigation. Okay, so now we will learn how we can use drawer navigation in our project. See, this login screen is not yet been completed. I will add up some server logic over here. जहां तुम लोग को ऑटोमेटिकली चेकिंग हो जाएगा कि .com है या नहीं, ईमेल आईडी जैसा होना चाहिए @.com, वो सारा फीचर्स है या नहीं, वो सब भी चेकिंग हो जाएगा. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव नॉट गिवन अप दोस वैलिडेशन एक्सप्लिसिटली. ओके, समझ में आया क्यों नहीं डाले वैलिडेशंस? आप जस्ट केप्ट इट सिंपल एज इनपुट टेक्स्ट में जैसे कैसा कीपैड ओपन होना चाहिए वो सब मेंशन किए. Apart from that, I have not used any other thing. Fine. So I'll be using drawer navigation to this particular project, which will get open when I will move to a new screen. But we don't have left with much time today, so क्या करते हैं, आज drawer navigation नहीं, इस स्क्रीन के ऊपर थोड़ा डिजाइनिंग करते हैं. लाइक बैकग्राउंड ग्रेडियंट्स कैसे दिया जाता है या बैकग्राउंड इमेज कैसे अप्लाई किया जाते हैं, those things I will cover today. Clear? So let's come to the designing part again. How to provide an image. अगर कोई इमेज है, तुमको अगर डालने है कोई इमेज, so easily you can do it using the background features provided against the linear layout or means against any of the layout. मान लो for example हम लोग का ये जो this one, मान लो ये जो एंड्रॉइड का आइकन है, एंड्रॉइड का आइकन, no, not this one. Let's have for another icon that we have, maybe the one that we have used for our app. So maybe that particular icon I want to set as the background image of the screen. So how can we do so? Within the layout, just it's very simple, use a background attribute. Background. इसमें कहा है मेरा इमेज है मिप मैप में, मान लो मिप मैप लॉन्चर या कुछ मेंशन कर देने पर ऐसे बैकग्राउंड आ जाएगा, बैकग्राउंड इमेज आ जाएगा. बट आई डोंट वांट टू यूज एनी बैकग्राउंड इमेज, rather I want to use some gradient, means some style, some coloring effect I want to provide. So I'm going to show you how you can create your own combinations of color scheme as to put it as your background. Clear? So I'm removing this particular from here. Now how to create that particular design which will set a color for my background, not a single color but a combinations of color. So to create a particular UI, so over here, right click on your drawable, click on new, then next click on drawable resource file. I repeat, right click on drawable, click on new, then click on drawable resource file. Provide a file name. This file name will act as my login background. So I'm providing the file name accordingly. Please assure your file name must be in lowercase following the rule of identifier. I repeat, your file name must be in lowercase following the rule of identifier. Then click on OK. You will get a simple XML file with empty selector tag. Change the selector tag to shape. Now within this I want a gradient to be applied, combinations of color. So I'm going to use the color as color start, light color. So let me check it out once again, what the color combination I have. So I have this particular color combinations. Okay. Next, end color, a dark color I want to give it out. So check it out. There is a combination of color. Check it out. There is a combinations of color. If you want to provide some other combinations in between these both, so provide a center color to it, as maybe color primary. So three sort of color, three different colors I'm using over here. You can use this particular color variant against your XML file. So how? Using again the same background attribute, but over here I'll be using login background in this way to get it out over here. Since I have this particular thing over here, so I will put a different color to this. I'll apply white color to both this fill to make it visible for the user. You can mention according to your choice whatever color variant you want to give. You can mention that particular color choices over here. It's totally up to you. I want to make a same combination as the color combination I have, primary colors and the secondary colors combination I have. Accordingly, I'm making out over here. If required, you can with this sign secondary, if I make a combination, it won't look so better. So let's let it be dark. Hence, the view will look like this. Understood how I'm using the color gradients over here? Getting back to this XML file, check it out once again. If anyone have any query, please do ask. Is it clear? Hello, is it clear? Next thing that I am going to show you is that how can I change the shape of this button. You people can check it out. The button is visible in a rectangular format. I want to change its shape. So how can I change the shape for this particular button? Now I'm going to show you that. So for this, I'm going to create another resource file under the drawable. The same process I'm going to repeat again to create a shape for my button. So drawable resource file I'm choosing over here again. Giving the name as shape button underscore shape. Giving the file name as button underscore shape. I'm not changing the root element from here. I'm going to change it afterwards. I'm clicking on OK. So again, an empty file has been created, an XML file has been created. Now over here, I'm going to create up the shape. Changing the tag to be shape. Within the tag, I'm using over here as corners. All the corners I want to have a same kind of radius, a rounded corner of same kind. So I'm providing it over here to be of 12 dp. You cannot understand yet right over here, so I'll provide over here a solid color of which color it was using. Let me check it out. Was primary color, I guess. So primary cyan. So check it out. From all these sides, I have a rounded shape. With this, I want to give up a stroke, means a slight border to it. So the stroke color I want to be in white of width of 3 dp, something like this, so that elevations and all those things work well over here. Now directly I'm going to use it out in my button. So over here against the button, I have a background attribute again, drawable button shape, and you can find out the button shapes appearing accordingly. Let me reduce this padding of 7 dp. So if you want your shapes much more rounded, just you need to increase this radius, maybe of 20 from here. Automatically the effect will take place here also. Acha, find it out. This is a linear gradations. I want to make some elevations to it. So I will add up angle to it of around 45. And let me see. Hmm. Yeah, it's okay now. It's provide angular radiation. By default, check it out. It's appearing, sorry. It's appearing in a linear fashion. 1, 2, 3. As soon as I provide a angle to it, it has turned into an angular form like this, this, and this. All the three colors are forming, are undergoing an angle to it. So that has been done by this angle tab, angle attribute, and accordingly it will be displaying over here also. This all things are from your UI end. Just for prompting your user the way you want to prompt your user, in that way you can design your UI according to your own choice. You can give a color, a prompt, anything you want, you can do it accordingly. Anyone have any question regarding these two XML files? If anyone have it, please do ask me then. Okay, let me remove this one and let me check it out. It's taking the default color. So I'm not adding any color, just I'm adding a stroke colors, a stroke width and a color to it, and the corners, and accordingly it is getting affected over here also with a white bordered around. Fine. Okay with all? Finally, I will like to stop my previous execution, and I will rebuild my project. Unlike the previous scenario, now I'm getting the screen with a color variation. Now I'll click on do not have account, nothing is getting clicked. But if I click on create now, it is moving to our new screen, which is basically of our sign up screen that you need to design. I'm clicking on the back option. And it's again back to my login screen. Now, if I provide the credentials accordingly, provides a value accordingly, I'm going to get the thing. So I'm writing it up over here again. Now I'm clicking on this sign in button. So nothing is getting affected, the error or nothing has been shown. That means the value has been taken up successfully. Since I do not have any toast or something like that at present, so I'm not getting anything. But as soon as I add up a toast, let me add up a toast over here. Or yeah, let me add up a toast over here. Toast. Add it up, make dot this. Give a text as sign in successful. Sign in successful. I'll apply it. The change, I think the change has been applied. So if I click over here in the sign in, the thing is not been applied, I have to re-execute it again. Providing value again, some value to it. Providing another value to the password field. Clicking on this tick mark, hiding this keyboard, and clicking on the sign in button. Acha, no, dot show has been done. Due to some reason, the toast is not been shown in my emulator. Are you guys getting the toast? Because it must be shown. It's due to some cache problem. I need to clear up my caches of my emulator. It's not been showing over here for me at present. Are you guys checking it out? Are you guys getting this toast? Please check it out. Are you getting the toast? Have anyone tried it out? Or have anyone tried this executing this code? I guess none of you have tried it out. So check it out, try it out, and in case if you face any difficulty, then let me know in the next class, that is tomorrow. And in the meantime, whatever assignment been given to you, I have given you the 2 days time, but still try it out and try to complete it by today itself if possible. You already learned how to use radio button. If possible, use the radio button features also in your this particular sign up screen. So with this note, let us end today's class over here for the day.